Hi guys, this is Ratchet Throw and we are playing Criminal Case Elite Mode and we are in Mysteries of the Past because someday I've seen one of my videos of Mysteries of the Past got suggested on my phone and I also looked at the analytics of the Mysteries of the Past and it's the most popular gameplay on my YouTube channel and I've seen some of the videos and I thought why don't we do another Mysteries of the Past Elite mode? That season was good. Well, it was boring, but it only got better when we reached Green Chapel. Anyway, we are going to play case number 42, which one of you guys have suggested. And I need to forget who's the killer. Don't think about the killer. Katerina, I'm still stunned that the upstanding Leopold Rochester is in prison. How could Leopold be submerged in Rochester family name with those fake Concordia Telephone Company bonds? At least Charlie saved the day by turning the Concordia Telephone Company into a real enterprise. He has single-handedly assured prosperity for all the people who invested in those bonds. This calls for a celebration. I'm afraid celebrating will have to wait. The deputy mayor has just been murdered in her house. Murdered? Katerina, take Bontes with you and go to the deputy mayor's residence immediately. Well. Alright, let's go. Okay, click on it just yet. Alright, hang tight while I search other clues. There we go. So your heart is supposed to be missing, right? My ward. I never thought I'd see the deputy mayor in this state, and in her own home. Oh, my Sandra, look what they did to her. I presume you're the victim's husband? Lady Inspector Katerina will speak with you in a moment, but we must look over the clues we have found. Please step aside. I do understand his distress, Katerina. Deputy Mayor Huang's heart has been cut out of her chest. But why would the killer steal her heart? Perhaps these broken shards could tell us. We'll only know for certain if you piece them together. The deputy mayor's position in Concordia makes this a high-profile case, Katerina. We must solve it as quickly as possible. Agree with that. What happened to the deputy mayor? Katerina, I knew people weren't particularly fond of Deputy Mayor Huang, but this was a truly heartless murder, part of the pun. That said, it was not the removal of her heart that killed the deputy mayor. As the bruising on her neck attests, the deputy mayor was first strangled, most certainly with a rope. But why remove the heart? The rope wasn't of the rough hem variety, however. The bruises lacked sharper definition, indicating that the murder weapon was made of softer fibers. You will need to keep an eye out for it. Her heart was then removed. It must be important to the killer for some reason. I do hope that you find it as well. I don't get why would they remove heart. So do we. Were there any other leads? Well, when the killer removed the heart, they left traces of red wine, citrus juice, and orange rind liqueur in the chest cavity. These are ingredients for the cocktail called sangria. So the killer drinks sangria. Seems fitting. The name of that cocktail is believed to come from a Spanish word for blood, sangre. Ha, nice one. And sure, the killer's hands are red with the blood of Sandra Huang. They will not escape us, Katerina. Let's do this. Alright, let's restore this mirror. was careful not to let a single drop of blood fall on the floor. What's that supposed to be? Was the message of the mirror you pieced together written in blood? Frightful. The message reads, I was careful not to let a single drop of blood fall on the floor. Clearly the killer wrote it before they smashed the mirror to pieces. But what could it mean? I'm quite sure Evie can tell us. Was he quoting someone, or is it their own citation? Alright, let's go to the victim's husband. How could something like this happen? Who would do such a thing? Mr. Huang, we understand that you're in shock, but can you tell us anything about what led up to this terrible event? Sandra, she was not home all evening. She was at a fancy party, a masked ball at the Dufour Mansion, something for the richer citizens of Concordia. And you didn't go with her? No, big functions are not my cup of tea. What happened after Mrs. Huang returned home? My Sandra kept to her usual habit of hiding herself away in her study. I didn't hear or see anything out of the ordinary. I see. We are truly sorry for your loss, Mr. Huang. We may need to return to your home as the investigation continues. But first, Katarina, we'll go to the Dufour Mansion. We must retrace Deputy Mayor Huang's final hours from the party to her murder. Clearly the wrong time to record a video. Katrina, this appears to be a business card. With your dusting kit, you may be able to uncover another party goer. And you're right, something important may be hidden in this box of party supplies. Or I'm sure it certainly won't hurt. This business card belongs to a certain Eliza Melody. That name sounds familiar. I can't place her, I forgot her. Ah yes, quite right, Katrina. Miss Melody was a party planner we met back in Elysium Fields. Oh. If she planned this party, she could be a valuable help to the investigation. We must speak with Miss Melody immediately. Okay. So many masks, cufflinks. Oh, I know exactly who's gonna come. Those are some rather fancy cufflinks you find in the party supplies, Katrina. Each is engraved with the letters HR. It's not much to go on, I agree. Perhaps you can find the owner of the cufflinks through the jewelry insurance registry. It's worth a look. To the airship. Why do I get the feeling that I know exactly who's going to come? I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it to you guys, so... But it's somebody I hated most in this season. Told ya, Horatio. These gold cufflinks we found in the mansion were insured for 1,000 Concordian shillings, and Horatio Rochester insured them. We must speak with Mr. Rochester at once. He was obviously at this masked ball, and he may have pertinent information about the victim's final hours. Alright, let's go to Eliza first. Miss Melody, we assume you acted as party planner for this masked ball. I did, and I cannot believe it happened again. The major event of the season for Concordia's best and brightest, and someone ends up dead. I see you still have your priorities sorted. Did you notice anything particular about the deputy mayor while she was here? No, she left quite suddenly. No one could find her anywhere. Can you imagine leaving one of my parties in such a rush? Where else would anyone want to be? Maybe she was busy. Maybe something came up. Alright. Rochester. Mr. Rochester, we're glad you're still here. We have a few questions for you. Of course I'm still here. The Duval Mansion is one of many Rochester properties in Concordia. Besides, I threw this masked ball. Oh, you did? Then I suppose you and the Deputy Mayor Sandra Huang attended. She has since been murdered. Oh, I see. It's a Rochester roundup, is it? Leopold isn't enough for you, eh? You won't rest until we are all behind bars. Watch your mouth, Horatio. I had nothing to do with the Deputy Mayor. I asked that the Concordian elite be invited to the ball, but I could not speak to every guest. Now, take your investigation elsewhere. Oh, you're not gonna get rid of us very easily. Exactly, Isaac. Well, Horatio Rochester is as unpleasant as ever. You're right, Katrina. We will not let that stop us. We will solve this murder, no matter what. That's right. What can we learn from this message? You have quite a literary cue to chase, Katarina. The quote on the mirror you pieced together was from Edgar Allan Poe. Oh. Ah yes, I thought it seemed familiar. Poe's stories always terrified me as a lad. Then you know that quote is found in Poe's short story, The Telltale Heart, all about a gracious and gruesome murder. The narrator has murdered an old man, and then believes that he can still hear the old man's heart beating. It's pure genius, really. Poe truly knew how to tell a story. Yes, so the quote on the mirror is from The Telltale Heart, and the Deputy Mayor's heart was removed from her chest. That's right. With that, it is safe to say that the killer reads Poe. Something tells me that the killer's love for the gothic master will be their undoing. I require a situation report, Inspector Katrina. What can you tell me about the investigation into the Deputy Mayor's murder so far? Well, we have a handful of suspects. The Deputy Mayor's husband is among them. He claims that he neither heard nor saw a thing despite being home at the time of the murder. And then there's Horatio Rochester, who claims he had nothing to do with the Deputy Mayor, despite her having been invited to the masked ball. I see. Katrina, I cannot stress enough the importance of... I'm terribly sorry to interrupt, but I think you need to come back to the Duval Mansion. There's something in the courtyard. Katrina, I think it's a bomb. Whoa. We want to place a bomb now. Alright, so we can stop here. We're gonna continue playing in chapter 2. So, thank you for watching. Don't leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!